4 CMEs. My goodness, that looks like there is a face inside of there. Look at that. Of course, it's the whatever. 4 CMEs are headed toward Earth. And I don't know if you all saw the news. I had just seen it. I came over here to the integrated, right here. This is where I came to on my computer. They were full sun halos. But what really gets me is this object right here and this object right here. They're both coming toward the sun. They're coming from opposite directions. They look like they're going to have a collision. They really do. If you look at these, you got one thing right here and one thing right here. We're going to look at it, or we're going to look at these right here tonight up close. I'm going to put filters on them. I'm sure they're saying that they're planets, but I don't know. It looks like they're going to have a head-on collision at this point. One head-on collision at the route that they're going, but 4 CMEs are supposed to be headed toward the Earth. It says Earth braces for geomagnetic storms. 3 big eruptions are on their way from the sun. It's a relentless barrage of charged particles from the magnetic fields. Sunspot, if you go right here, this is this one right here. Let's go down here. These are like the regions, potential impacts, 50 degrees, I don't know, in power system voltages, false alarms, spacecraft, surface charging, low Earth orbit satellites, intermittent satellite navigation. GPS is not going to be working that well. Your radio frequency, high frequency radio communication, intermittent. And the northern lights. The northern lights, because we got some immense power that is supposed to be coming from the sun. They're monitoring these. Look at this. Let me look it over here. Severe, let me say, okay, yeah, we got the right date. Severe geomagnetic storm could impact satellites, the GPS, and the triangle area. Here's like the northern lights is what they look like. They really do look like there's like a tear or something in there. There does. Space weather prediction, geomagnetic storm on May 7th and May 8th. They came off the sun is what happened. Came directly off the sun. And they are expected to impact Earth on Saturday, May the 11th. Let's pull up this. May the 11th is this day right here on Saturday. This is the day that they're talking about. Those CMEs that came off the sun. Of course, here's the halo that is around it. It said a full sun halo. Really, I'm really concerned about this right here and this right here. They look like they're going to have a head-on collision. They do. They really look like they're going to have it. Where am I supposed to be at? They're coming off the sun. So you're preparing on the 7th and 8th. They came off the sun. This storm has been classified as a G4 or a severe strength storm. Well, let's see what the classification of solar storms. Let's look this up, y'all. You just tuning in. I'm sure you know this. This suspicious observer guy, he said that he was going to go to the store and he's going to get himself prepared because these solar flares are coming. He's going to do another update, is what he said. Solar storm, I can't get the words out. Solar storm classifications. So I'm writing it in on here. Let me look up there. You all look up there for a second while I do this. Classifications, you look straight up there. Let's see if we can pull it up. I'm over here looking at it. I just want to see the strongest. Oh, well, you know what? If you look at this one from 2017, how interesting. There was one that came in 2017, and it was sparking a severe G4 class geomagnetic storm, the strongest since 2017. So these are getting more severe. This is from way back then, the G4. Remember that they said that we're in solar maximum? Solar maximum could come sooner than we thought, they said. That's what they said. Wendy, 100%. Do you think everything will collapse before the end of May? Things are really ramping up. Yeah, let me see this solar maximum. I don't know if this would be a Carrington event. They'd have to be, what is that? Wait a minute. Never mind. It's a Carrington event. Oh, I'm supposed to be looking up solar maximum, y'all. You're just tuning in. There's like 4 of them now headed toward the Earth by this weekend, solar maximum, which is on the 7th. Solar maximum. One day ago, they're talking about it. What is solar maximum? 8 days ago. This is in February. It's coming. Look, Solar maximum is coming, but we won't know it happened until what? Until what? Until 7 months after it's over. How come we will not know it's happened until 7 months after it's over? So that's February, March, April, May, June, July, around July or something like that. The 11-year cycle right there. They will not be able to say when it occurred, at least 7 months after the effect, but you know that they got the stuff going on. So that is the solar maximum, but this is what is coming. They're headed toward the Earth. You've got to brace for the geomagnetic storm. Okay. The timing of these events remains fairly uncertain. The magnitude of their effect on our planet's geomagnetic field is a subject of speculation. You're going to be seeing some northern lights in some areas. You're going to have some radio. Hey, you could probably have radio blackouts, really, from these storms right here. Your cell phone may not work. The internet could have intermittent glitches and stuff. It may look like a cyber attack or something, but it could be coming from the sun, more or less. They're gonna monitor the developments in the coming day. They said it's crucial. It's very crucial to remain vigilant and prepared for any challenges that may arise from this cosmic dance between the sun and Earth. This is NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center. There is something going on. Otherwise, they would not put that out there. Truly, there's something that's going to go on. You saw a page that said YouTube has a contract to increase the solar flares. Oopsie. Increase the solar flares. These flares will bend time because the intense explosion. I'm surprised that the YouTube was involved. Nick and Sand, honey, we did a YouTube video on here. Is what we did, and YouTube was fixing the time-space continuum. They were. That was the video that we did on this YouTube channel. It's my home page right here. It was, let me come over here. It was this right here that we did. YouTube is repairing the space-time continuum. They're doing updates for it. Right there. We did that video, was it 1 day ago right there? Hello, Emmett. Yeah, so we done that. There's something going on. There truly is something going on for you to have like, calm down. G4, what is the highest? Oh, it's a G4 to G5. G4 to G5. G5 is the highest right there. Look at that. If something like that was to come out of the sun. But whatever's coming this way is headed toward Earth. Headed straight toward Earth. It's back to back. It was described as a train of CMEs headed toward Earth. Let me see it. Okay, let me look at this, you all. Severe in the triangle area. Here it is right here. Look how they notice that. Sunflowers, flowers. Gina, can you get your words out? They published it at 7:38 this morning. A solar storm train. Oh, look at the graphics of that. That is wild. It's often caused by the sun shooting off a cloud of charged particles toward the Earth. They're known as coronal mass ejections. And the strength is ranked G1 to G5. G5 is pretty strong. Lower level, power grid fluctuations. Increased drag for the satellites. You're going to have sketchy auroras on the lower latitudes. Lights can be seen in the continental USA, Michigan and Maine during G1 storms. As far south as Texas during G5. Strongest storms can cause major voltage problems and blackouts. You better get your stuff on a surge protector. It can degrade the satellite navigation for days. Let me read it. Let's look at this, you all. So this is a geomagnetic storm. It can degrade your stuff for days. There's Earth and there's the sun like that. They're coming off the sun. They're shooting off the sun. Let me just pause this thing right here. These are what people have uploaded and they're monitoring it. Wow, look how small Earth is for this. Right there, teeny tiny. It's sunspot AR3663 released 5 plumes. The one sunspot? This one sunspot, AR3663, released 5 plumes of solar plasma in the past day, with the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th being forecast to slam directly into our planet this weekend. It could lead to strong geomagnetic storms in our magnetic field and atmosphere, which will result in auroras being seen as far south as Illinois and Oregon. You want to make sure you got your stuff hooked to some type of surge protector or something. You don't want it to blow up your computer or something like that, short circuit it, because that would not be nice. How we doing over here? Nick, honey, listen to me. Nick, they do it all the time. It's for the past 7 some odd years. YouTube does their space-time continuum update. They did. It's not a joke. None of it's a joke. It's quite serious. Solar storm. We have 5 storms. First I thought it was 4. It's a solar storm train. We now have 5 storms headed toward Earth. Storms 2, 3, and 5 will be a direct hit. As seen in the coronagraph imagery, impacts start around midday on May the 10th. We had it pulled up. Midday on May the 10th. So that's tomorrow. It start affecting us on the 10th. Right there. Perfect over here. That's perfect, Al, honey. May the 10th is when they're going to start. And they will continue through the late G12. On May the 12th. Continue through Sunday. At least the G3 level conditions and extended aura as possible. So we got, yeah. We got it going on, you all. Oh, wow. That's a pretty big one. An X4. If we had 3 X flares back to back, that is enough for a Carrington event. If there were 3 of them back to back. Notice that's an X and it's not an M. That would be boom. It really would be. It triggered radio blackouts across the Indian Ocean on the 6th of May. So things are heating up. Yeah. This is, so we got Tamitha, Dr. Tamitha. What you got going on? Storms 2, 3, and 5. 5 storms headed toward the Earth in the imagery, at least. You can check her out. I've seen her a few times. Radio blackouts are hyperactive sun fires off the 4th X solar flare. So G5 is an extreme solar flare. We're in the 11-year solar cycle, you all. So you got to get prepared. Something may happen and something may not happen. It's true. Something may or may not happen, but there's going to be something that's going to happen. The magnitude of what it is to be determined. It is. You're going to see some northern lights in some areas right there. And it's going to pass through the charged particles they're going to pass through the Earth's magnetic field, which is really weakened. It's weakened. The more powerful storms will be brighter and usually far-reaching than all of that. You all look at that. They will be seen as far as Florida and Texas. Now we are currently approaching the solar maximum, which is due to occur between now and the start of 2026. They did say it could arrive much sooner than 2026, and we're in practically the midway of 2024 for these solar storms, this solar maximum. And the thing is, are we prepared? I mean, I guess you'd have to be for a lights out. You got to be prepared for lights out. You're going to have some, I don't know, it's like, wow. I really am concerned about these right here things. Because this one's coming this way and this one's coming that way. And oops, I got them blinking over here, just like that. The blinkety blink. Your sun and the moon are local placed in the firmament. Bubby loves Jesus. There's many different theories. There are, and that is one theory. It is. Gina, you know they say that. Well, there's a lot of different theories, and that's fine. That's fine. It is. It still doesn't take away from the real world effect of what is happening. It does not take away from it, whether it's in the firmament, whether it's not in the firmament. We are experiencing the effects of, even if it was a so-called whatever. See, these two things are headed straight toward each other. And they may say that